So I don't know why it just occurred to me, but I realized this map looks really different from any other European battle that we did in the past. And the reason being is that there are just still so many civs that are still surviving. It's past turn 200, and only 2 civs have been eliminated, which means that there are still 40 nations still colonizing and going on all throughout the world. And that is due to the simple fact that we are using teams. No one wants to go to war with 2 nations, and sometimes, an AI has to think more about their team member if they're not ready to go to war. Egypt is going to escape most of its coalition that was declared on them. Oh, the Sumer. Look at that. There you go, Sumer, going after Arabia. Although they do have the camel archers, which are powerful units. But yeah, that's why. It's just the map looks so crazy with all the colors and everything, and that's because it's 1550 AD and there's 40 nations still alive, which is incredible. We've not seen that before. Still, it's still tough for I don't think, and it's the longer it goes on with all these nations still alive, the less that will be eliminated by the end of the game, because Bulgaria, even if Sofia does drop here, which it's possible that it actually doesn't, but it might be the Goths that take it over. The longer this goes on, more than likely, the better chance each nation has at surviving. So it's just really, really different. So different than we've seen in the past. Anyways, so there's a huge world war pretty much going on all over the map. I really think that we're going to start to see some drastic differences. I know that is that the Taj Mahal that had been built by the the British, I should say? The Goths, bam, settling Ireland. How did they get all the way over there? How did they manage to do that? Portugal going after another city. Cordoba's going to be safe, and Morocco is still holding on. Oh my gosh, look at Songhai and their troops, though. They might be under threat, though. Morocco might be. There's a big war for Switzerland. Bavaria and France and the British even moving all in for the Swiss. I actually think it's going to be the British that do this. I think that France is going to do most of the damage to their military, but at the end of the day, it's going to be the British that walk in here and actually take over the city. We'll see, though. We've got the units from Zurich going after Munich and the units from Bern going after France. It's going to be close either way. But geez, this is so weird. It's still so early on to make any assumptions about this, but I think we're learning more and more about team-based mechanics than ever before. Let's see if the Goths take it over. Yes, they will. Bam, there it goes. Bulgaria has lost their capital. That is huge for the team of the Greeks and the Gothics. Now they have a direct path. Well, they had a direct path before. I should have made that connection before. The citadel that was placed, I think, a video or 2 ago, was huge for allowing them to connect. But now they're no longer separated by enemies. Now the next site should be set on Byzantium. Here's the thing. Let's keep in mind the Goths and the Greeks and their wars currently in the world. They're after Austria Hungary. So they're at war with them. This could be big if they have success, which it looks like the Goths might, in fact, have a little bit of success against Hungary here. Vienna is very, very well defended, so that will be tough. But they could also, the Greeks could maybe go after Antwerp next. But the Greeks also have to worry about the Hittites. Here come the Hittites going after some of the Greek cities in I think their region, the Hittites region, to be honest. But at the same time, the Hittites need to worry about the Huns, because the Huns are going to take a city over. So, it's a huge domino effect, to be honest. But this city falling is probably one of the most significant things that have happened in the last few videos, to be honest, because we've talked about it for the entire series. It finally happened. Connecting these two empires will be huge together, and they just took back the #1 spot in terms of score. Here goes the Huns, taking over the Hittite city. But, the Hittites could just ignore that, eventually hope that, because the Huns won't probably continue downward, they should just probably give up these cities to the Huns, to be honest. Let them have both. The Hittites could just continue to go after Greece. If they take enough cities from Greece, the Hittites will look better than ever before. These are, bigger population cities. And then they have, obviously, their ally, France, doing very well. I don't know if they're going to take over Bern, but we'll see. The Swiss coalition is, I think, doing well so far. They are fighting through still a lot of units, though. No one has approached the Vandals or Songhai. Oh, here comes Songhai. Songhai using that infrastructure that they've built. Remember, these are not a part of their not a part of their they're not paying for these roads, which is kind of cool. Just keep that in mind, that since it's outside of their borders, they don't have to pay for these roads. They did have to waste all the time that those workers spent building the roads, but still, now they don't have to, like, maintenance. There's no maintenance on them, except for, like, the roads actually in their borders. So here they're not even using their roads. Come on, man. You built that road system. Use your infrastructure, dude. Like, you spent all that time and you're not even using it. Here goes Portugal. They're going to be settling on the British Isles. Man, this is going to be the goriest ever Civ 5 video. Just the goriest ever. By far, I think. Oh, man. That is going to be crazy. And here come the Huns. Here they come. How are the Sumer doing? Sumer are having trouble, definitely. Is Arabia after the Umayyads? I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah, the Sumer are having a little bit of trouble because Arabia is still sending some units to defend their empire. Babylon hasn't decided to join in just yet. The Hittites approaching closer. And the Goths will definitely take over the city. Here is a huge war going on in the northern Balkan states region. Greece needs to help out more, but they're not going to. I think Greece is feeling the threat from the Hittites. It's mainly going to be just the Goths that are going to have to fight both Austria and Hungary. So they'll take this city over, it looks like. I think maybe right now. But the Austrians are coming in hardcore. I'm surprised that they both have this big of a military. That's kind of crazy. How's Switzerland doing? They're okay. I mean, they're going to see some British forces for the first time. They will be facing British forces. See, why is Denmark still here? Denmark is essentially helping out Switzerland by moving to their territory like that. Did the Goths go yet? I don't think they have. There the Goths go. So this city will be captured. Now, will they be able to hold it? Will they be able to hold it away from... Well, they will be able to hold it for a little bit. And now the siege of Budapest begins. Oh, man. Wow. This is interesting. This is very, very interesting. Alexander is plotting against Frederick. Jeez, where's Frederick from again? I cannot remember. Is Frederick here? Well, we'll find Frederick later. How are the Hittites doing? Oh, the Hittites aren't necessarily attacking the Greeks. The longer they take, the more they're going to be able to reinforce. The Greeks are already sending over forces across the Eastern Mediterranean. Oh, Frederick is Prussia. I see you. A few peace deals, so the Sumer decided to peace out. They really didn't have any other choice. Yeah, I mean, Greece and the Goths didn't need any more Bulgarian cities, so that was a smart choice as well. Armenia needs to do something. Egypt landing here in the Arabian Peninsula is huge. I cannot imagine Arabia surviving for that long, especially without a significant ally. Bulgaria is not a significant ally for the Arabians, so I think Egypt will eventually take over the Arabian Peninsula, which will, again, be very interesting, seeing a very expansive team member to the south, whereas the Moors still only have one city. They probably won't get any more than just that. I think that'll be it. Wow, the Moroccans. The Moroccans. Why do I always call them the Moroccos? I've been mistaking that for a while. The Moroccans now attacking. The thing is, though, they lose their capital, boom, gone, crushed. And the Vandals are moving in now faster for them. We've got this huge force from Songhai coming up from the south, trekking across the Sahara Desert. This world war has been insane so far in terms of, like, different results. Lots and lots of things happening. How is Milan? So Milan's still surviving with 3 cities. Denmark's still in the way. And I think Bavaria has kind of stalled out for the most part. Bavaria's kind of stalled out. Okay, so that is Babylon and Norway and versus Poland, Prussia. No big deal there. Nothing going to happen. I don't think. Is there any more wars that popped out? Now, is that the lead? Is that like what we're seeing? Are we going to see a possible coalition? A secondary Poland-Prussia coalition? Goths are holding back Austria Hungary. This is such a cool front now. I love Austria Hungary. Yep, boom. Austria Hungary are going to be very distracted now going back after Poland Prussia. Although they have the troops now, I think more than ever before to take over this city. They've got to peace out with the Goths though. The Goths are too powerful at this point for them to fight both. This has become a very interesting part of the map, I think. All of these wars going on. And Byzantium still sitting here. I mean, they're on the chopping block, though. I'd be very worried if I was Byzantium. I don't know who's going to take them over, but somebody will. The Hittites look like they're going to lose another city, and they will not grab anything else away from Greece because Greece is approaching with a huge force. And seems like they're about the same in terms of technology, somewhat, which most of the world is already at this point. Poland, Prussia, piecing out with Denmark and Scotland. And the Sumer are on their way back home. What's going on with Morocco and their capital? A few more conflicts going on still in the coastal Carthaginian cities. Yep, this Morocco's falling, which means Switzerland will be on their own, smack dab in the middle of Europe, which will not be easy to defend themselves from. They are, I mean, the French are probably the biggest threat they have to face because the French are like the most powerful, but still. This is big. Portugal landing here. Who else knows will settle on top of Ireland. Could be a variety of different, scenarios. The Umayyad moving through the Hunnic territory. That's pretty surprising. Boom, and this city will fall towards the Huns. Will the Huns then go after the Bulgarians? That won't hurt the Huns at all, and that won't hurt the Hunnic alliance. Another very interesting thing, and I mentioned this before in the series, but Bavaria is exclusively surviving because of the Huns. I don't think Novgorod can't go to war for this city, and the Huns are becoming more and more powerful here in the Eastern Black Sea, in this landmass in the Eastern Black Sea. So it's interesting because the Bavarians are not powerful. They are Munich and another city, and they can barely defend themselves. Now they're really weak in military units. But no one wants to go to war with the Huns at the same time. Even if the Huns won't actually make a difference, if, the Netherlands go to war, well, the Netherlands actually might have a alliance. Yeah, actually, the Netherlands can't because Armenia would have to face the Huns. But still, it's just so interesting to see these great powers like the Huns allied to Bavaria, which is keeping Bavaria alive, and Egypt's allied to the Moors, which is keeping the Moors alive in Iberia. That's why this team thing is kind of cool and something that we've never really seen before. Isabel's playing against Napoleon. Do I care that much what these spies say? Well, I'm already there. Okay, what else do we see? We've got Norway playing against Bohemia, it looks like, and we have Rome playing against Prussia. How's this war going on? Seems like there's somewhat of a stalemate. Greece is here to help out slightly. But there's a dual war going on. Austria is sending forces after the Huns and after Poland, which is going to keep Poland and Prussia alive for a little bit longer, I think. Surprisingly enough, that is going to keep them alive. Do we see anything else? What's going on with the Hittites? The Hittites are backing away. I think the Hittites more feel the threat from the Huns is a greater threat to their security, which is bad because look at what Greece is sending at them. Greece might take over Istanbul. They could go after the Hittite capital even. See, that's why the Hittites are falling back. I think they're more trying to protect their capital. What's Lithuania doing in this scenario? They're kind of in a very tough spot. Man, this is big. I would rather see the Goths and the Greeks peace out. I'm sorry, the Goths peace out with Austria Hungary. And then Austria and Hungary take over Poland and Prussia. Even though Poland and Prussia are my pick, that would lead to a very, very big battle eventually between these two powers. Kind of a huge, huge battle. So I think I want to make this prediction right now. We might have to go further into this campaign than ever before. This is an interesting icon. I like that. Banning of Wales, and then, yeah, my embargo of city-states. Yeah, I think we might, because there are so many civs still left, and there's still so much left to be done, we might be going till, yeah, I don't want to make this assumption and have it not come true, but we might be, having to go to turn 600, 650, 700 is probably way too long. I don't think I could go 700. It depends on how fast we continue to move through the series. That definitely, has a big impact on how long I go. But we'll see. Yeah, I mean, Austria is still going hard after the Goths, which might weaken the Goths to an attack from Russia right now. Okay, so Portugal is good with Morocco. Who does that take out again from the war? I keep forgetting the Portuguese alliance for some reason. Sorry. Oh, the Umayyad. Okay. I always forget the Umayyad. Yep, and the Moroccan capital will fall. Don't know if it's going to be now or if it'll... Oh, yep, it'll be next turn. Who will take it over, though? Songhai has no melee units nearby. Morocco might go destroy... actually, Morocco might destroy the pikemen... I'm sorry, the musketmen. And the long swordsmen might come in here and grab Songhai an extra city. Doesn't really matter. Either way, the border will still be clean, whether it's the Vandals or Songhai that take this over. So that really doesn't matter. The Hittites have built the Red Fort, I believe that is. And will the Huns move through this territory? Move through Armenia and Bulgaria to go after the Hittites? That's the next question. There's only a sliver of land that they could go through. Actually, there's 2 tiles, which is much better than 1. AIs have a really tough time making it through 1. Okay, so that's another peace deal. Which Arabia and Bulgaria. Yes, so that doesn't matter either. So Morocco and Switzerland are still facing a pretty big threat. There's Morocco and Babylon. And there's a lot of peace deals with Morocco. Is the peace deal going to happen? Are they not going to be able to take this over? Oh, wait a second. They didn't take this over. And they have got no melee units nearby. Songhai has already processed their turn. Which means they might peace out a turn early. See, Spain is peaced out with Morocco. Oh, you got lucky. Ooh, you got lucky. I was afraid they were going to make a drastic mistake, and I would have gone crazy. Okay, so there goes Morocco. That means that Switzerland is on their own inside of the middle of Europe by themselves. So we have 3 civs without a team member at the moment. Ooh, here goes Spain. Spain going after a city. Switzerland's still doing okay, even though the British were moving through French territory. Looks like they're going to survive. France is peaced out with the Huns in Bavaria. Yeah, France, which also means that the Hittites have as well. Denmark, Scotland. Denmark would... Yeah, this is going to be big because now Denmark can go after... Denmark can go after Bavaria, right? Oh, there's a lot of things we're going to have to talk about. There's a few peace deals. So Austria Hungary have peaced out with not the Greeks and the Goths just yet. Oh my gosh, there's so much. What does this mean? We'll have to wait to the next time. I think. But yes, we'll go over the results of all those notifications in the next one. The Hittites are safe from the Huns for now, though. So that is going to be interesting. And then Denmark versus Bavaria. And they might actually have some luck here because Munich doesn't have very, very many troops anymore protecting their city. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.